Welcome to 2 Cents. Hi guys, thanks for joining us again. If you haven't yet, like always, subscribe down below. And when you're done watching, give this video a thumbs up button. Today we have a special guest for us. It is my dad.
And today we have a special occasion. I'm filling in for one of the beautiful ladies that do the show all the time.
Yes, yes.
But today's a special occasion. It's one of the 2 Cents birthdays.
Yes,
today.
this is like kind of like a birthday episode.
Yep.
And we're having some yummy breakfast to start the day. This is our first meal of the day.
Yep.
So today I'm having the Mexican tres leche from IHOP pancakes. We're going to see what that's all about. And what are you having?
I'm having the bacon Terminator omelet, also from IHOP. Wrong. We're going to give it a try today.
Yes.
See what that turns out to be.
I'm going to pour some of this, I guess, tres leche sauce.
What is that? Tres leche sauce?
Yeah, this is a tres leche pancake, supposedly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going to put that. And what are you drinking today?
I am drinking chock full of nuts coffee from the Keurig machine that we have over there. And it's fantastic coffee. I mean, it's my favorite.
It is.
You don't drink coffee, do you?
I do not like coffee.
Yeah.
I do not like coffee at all.
It's like,
yeah,
exactly like your mom.
exactly like my mother.
Yeah.
Hey, but I think that's a good habit to have, not
That
liking
is
coffee.
good.
So
That
I
is
thank
good.
her for that. So you want to take your...
Absolutely,
Let's
do
get
it.
digging.
Let's see how this turns
Oh,
out.
this looks so
I've never had
pretty.
this.
Look
I've
at
never
this.
ever had this from IHOP. So
No? Do you like IHOP or are you more of a Denny's?
You know, I haven't been to IHOP in a long time. Oh, by the way, that's really good.
Yeah?
It has cheese in it too, right?
Yeah, cheese, bacon, eggs, of course.
Yeah. So I'm not a breakfast guy per se, but I do like both Denny's and IHOP. And if I had to pick between one or the other, I'm an IHOP guy. You know,
Yeah.
I like their pancakes, and Denny's is more of a traditional breakfast place. IHOP to me is more of a better breakfast place.
Okay.
I don't know. It's
Yeah, I like IHOP over Denny's and IHOP. I definitely like IHOP better. But I think Denny's is cheaper though. But price range. I'm not saying, but I like IHOP better. I'm more of their menu. So I'm gonna keep eating. But so this is your first mukbang.
This is mukbang. I don't even know what mukbang means, but I've seen a couple of the episodes of 2 Cents, and honestly, it's really cool, really cool. And I'm honored to be part of the thing here going on. And normally, like I said, Indira is the one that sits in with Amanda, and
she's not here today.
She's not here.
But I'm glad to have you. You're our first special guest.
Ah, there you go.
There you go. So I'm thinking of asking you some questions.
Well, can we ever do a mukbang in Spanish? You think we can do that?
Oh my God, we should do that. We've had requests. People say talk in Spanish.
There you go.
Mine's gonna be broken Spanish, let's say.
Well,
but
it's okay. I can contribute some Cuban stuff here and what have you. That's pretty cool, right?
Back there we have his Instagram name, Bongo Cuba
Check it out. Check it
Joe.
out. Bongo Cuba Joe.
Yep, and my dad plays the bongos.
I try to.
No, you do. He's
right.
very good at it. He plays other instruments, the guitar. He's very talented. And he does shows when he goes up to Jersey and stuff like that. And
actually, I will be going up to Jersey I believe it's the 22nd of March. And what we normally do is we get a bunch of musicians together. It's a place called The Attic up in Belleville, New Jersey. And we just jam and do something.
And you get a little crowd happening over there.
And then I also do something with a very good friend of mine. His name is Pancho, and he runs Mr. Mango, which is a produce and fruit stand up in Union City, New Jersey. And we do what is called the Cuban Guateque, which is like a street jam. All right, you know, singing Guantanamera and stuff like that. And unfortunately, I'm going in March, and that means it's the winter. That means that we're not going to be able to do a street jam, but I will be doing something with Pancho, and I believe it'll be the Saturday, the 23rd, or I don't have the calendar in front of me, but it'll be at a night place.
We could always put it down in our description and you give me the dates.
Absolutely.
We could put it so you could come out and check him out and his
you.
friends.
But this
It'll
show
be a good show.
But this show is about here. It's about
yeah, but it's okay.
this
It's
that
okay.
we have here.
I'm glad we talk about anything.
Okay.
It's no, you know. So I have a few questions. It's gonna be random. I just found them on Google.
Okay.
You know. So my first question is, what was the hardest thing you went through as a child? How did you overcome it?
Wow. Probably all the amount of moving that we did in my childhood. I began as a kid in Bayonne, New Jersey, then moved out to Union City, from Union City down to Puerto Rico, then back to Manhattan, and then back to Union City, then North Bergen. And so I moved around a lot, and I had to adapt with a lot of the school kids and what have you. And
that's hard,
and,
yeah.
But I think my best experience really was while I was in Union City itself, and West New York,
years?
Union City. Yeah, West New York, Union City, North Bergen, Weehawken, Guttenberg. That was my scene.
Okay, okay, I like your answer. Let's see another one. Let's see. What was your most do you have a most embarrassing story of something that was embarrassing to you when growing up? Something that really embarrassed you?
Wow. So I think very embarrassing. I was, my dad owned a flower shop, and we were making deliveries with my best friend, with Tony Perez. Tony.
Shout out to Tony.
Shout out to Tony. So we were making deliveries, and it was around prom time in my high school days. And Tony was driving, and I was on a passenger. And Tony had mentioned to me about this girl that sat in study hall at Union Hill High School, and that how he would like me to meet her, and maybe even go to the prom together. I was undecided who I wanted to ask and what have you. So we're driving down 22nd Street and near Central Avenue, and I see this blonde girl that just blew me away. So the Cuban that I am, I stuck my head out and said some barbaric something to her. I shouted, and I don't know what kind of reaction she might have given me, but Tony turned around and says, "Are you nuts? You know, what are you doing?" That's the girl that I was talking about while in study hall. And later on, she did turn out to be my prom date, and subsequently my wife. To date, she's still my wife. So that was an embarrassing moment for me.
I bet it was.
Yeah.
And shout out to my mom, and shout out to Tony, because if it wasn't for Tony,
oh,
you know what I mean? I wouldn't be here today. We wouldn't have Josito either.
Tony Valentine Perez.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Tony.
So here's another question. What did you have as a child that kids don't have today?
Wow. I'll tell you what, maybe not so much as a child, but I remember in my teens, my dad bought a house in North Bergen. And that house came with an outdoor pool. And I didn't know what the pool was. But none of my friends at that time had a pool. We would go out to the pool in Washington Park on First Street, or we'd go out to wherever. And that was like, wow, that was incredibly amazing that, you know, a poor guy from Union City would have a pool in his backyard. It's pretty good, yeah.
Okay, here's another question. Which family member has been your greatest coach in life? How have they coached you? What has made them good at it? Or what made them good at it? Because it might be someone that's...
My best coach has been my wife, without any doubt. I don't know where I'd be without that lady.
I think a lot of men would say that, though. I think a lot of men would say that.
I really don't know. But she's been my coach, my mentor, my confidant, my best friend all along.
You see? Shout out to Mom again. I know, right? I know. Okay, so there's a question what advice would you now give to your younger self?
Wow.
I thought about that one on my own. I didn't use Google for that one.
What advice would I give to myself as a younger child? I'd have to think about that. I mean, there's so much advice that I'd probably give myself. I'm not the same man that I was when I was a young man.
People change. People evolve.
I'm not the same man that I was 10 years ago. So you change a lot, and I think I would be. And I wrote about this today on my Facebook. You know, I read a book, and in the book it mentioned something about expectations, setting expectations, and so it's not good to set expectations that for things that you can't control.
That's true.
And I remember when I was younger, I would set expectations, and then you know,
they don't go through.
Yeah, they don't go through, and then there's a disappointment involved and whatever.
Yeah.
So I would probably try to be more accepting and more conscious of what I'm asking, what I want.
That's good advice, because a lot of people like to plan, but sometimes in life you can't plan.
But you know what? It's great to plan. It's great to plan.
It is, but sometimes.
But a lot of times, what you do is you plan, and then you start dreaming about the results before they even happen, and then something doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And you become, oh, that happened. So
you could eat.
Oh, that's
I know.
Right, that's right.
You could eat. I know. I'm asking him all these questions. This is your first mukbang. Don't worry.
I know.
At first, we didn't know we were. Well, sometimes we still don't know what we're doing, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun talking to you guys. So much fun. Like today's episode, we've been talking, we've been chit chatting, but I have a few more questions. What is your favorite city in the world? What?
No,
What?
Unfair. No,
what?
No, you can't say that.
But your top.
All right, I got to go by continents.
Okay. That's fine. Let's make it.
So,
we're gonna customize it. Go.
We're gonna go continents.
You travel a lot. You travel a lot, so you have a lot. Go.
So Europe, for me, Madrid. Madrid, Spain has to be for me.
I would say the same thing.
And it's just unreal. In Asia, I've only been to one, so it's Hong Kong, and I really like Hong Kong. In Latin America, or let's call it South America, in the Caribbean and Central America, I really, really am fond of Buenos Aires, Argentina. It is, and I will be there next week. I'll be there starting Wednesday.
So you're going to be visiting
or
your
starting
favorite.
Thursday, rather. And in North America, my favorite city, without a doubt, Union City, New Jersey, which includes West New York and North Bergen and Weehawken and Guttenberg and that whole area.
So you're a
That
Jersey
is
boy.
my favorite. But I gotta be careful how I say this, because I know there are people out there that make fun of me for saying that.
Why?
Because they're saying that I am arrepentido, which means I moved down to Florida and left them up there. And there's one guy in particular, he's a bass player up there, and he's always making fun of this stuff. So, but yes, I am proud of the Union City, of my upbringing. So,
but you have to move too, because of family things too and stuff like that. So it wasn't
and I go up there quite often.
Yeah, you do.
And I moved down to Florida because of the family things and what have you, my son and everything. And that's a long story in itself too.
Okay. And one last question. I know the answer to this, but we'll share. Well, two. They're quick. What is your favorite NFL team?
Oh boy. I don't want to hear anything else. Okay. I don't want to hear about any other team in the NFL ever. The only team I care about, the only news that I read about, are the New York Football Giants.
Yes.
Shout out to my friend Vinny, who's a huge Giant fan. We went to the Giant games versus the Bears. The Bears that we beat. This was last November there at the stadium in New Jersey.
So now when people always ask me, because people are like, how are you not, a Dolphins fan? It's not that I'm not a Dolphins fan. No. I was raised in Miami, so I will, I'm still a fan of theirs, but I was raised as a Giants fan. You know what I mean? People always ask me, why are you wearing a Giants shirt and stuff like that.
Yeah. So she's a tremendous New York Giants supporter.
Yeah.
She has garb. She wears hats and all that stuff. It's really cool.
I love my sports.
But ask me now who my favorite basketball team is.
That was my next question. Go.
And I'm wearing it right across my heart.
Yeah.
And it's the Miami Heat.
Go Heat.
Go Heat.
Yeah, they're having a hard season.
They're having a hard season, but you know what? We will be back.
Yeah.
Champions.
Yeah.
That's what we're
Because the Godfather, Pat Riley.
Pat Riley. You got it.
So, you had a good time?
I had a good time. I barely ate.
That's right, but you're doing a lot of talking, so you'll be able to eat now when we're done. But thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. And we have to do a Spanish episode.
I would thoroughly enjoy that. And I could say some guanada.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you could play your.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Wow! But you know what? I don't have my crew. I don't have my New Jersey crew or even my Miami crew that would join us. But that would be so cool if we could do it. Maybe when you travel down to Miami, you and Indira,
That'll be fun.
we can do the mukbang episode and have some of my guys behind, a guitar player, Pino.
I like it.
Maybe a keyboard player, Omar, and what have you.
I like it. Some background music.
Some background music, and just jam to it.
I like it.
It's awesome. Good idea.
Awesome. So, like always, subscribe down below. Do a little dance. Subscribe down below. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll see you. Bye.
Bye. 2 cents.
2 cents.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
That's it.